Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. We are so glad to have you on tonight. I am Carmen Bates and I am joined tonight with Arlene. Hi, Arlene. And
Hey.
tonight we are going to chat with y'all about doing community events. I'm super excited. I'm gonna start us off with prayer. So let's bow our heads. Heavenly Father, I just thank you so much for this precious time together, Lord. I thank you for all these precious women on this call, on our team, Lord. I thank you for the community that you've given us with Plexus. And Lord, I just ask that you would open our hearts, open our minds, Lord, to see others that you want to come into this community with us, Lord. Thank you for the fellowship. Thank you for the beautiful friendships and the beautiful families that you have created here, Lord. I know whenever I started to lose weight, Lord, I didn't know that you had so much more planned for me, Lord. And so I'm just so grateful for the blessing to be a part of this community, Lord. And I ask that you would bless this time with us here tonight. It's in your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right. So, Arlene, are you ready to start us
Yeah,
off tonight? Okay. All right.
yeah.
Take it away.
Today we are speaking about community events and what are good community events. I always get asked that. I think Carmen and I have had like brainstorming sessions as well. Is what about this place? What about this place? So we are health and wellness, right? So you want to really think about your or surrounding health and wellness. So I belong to an Orange Theory gym. And one day, Carmen reached out to me and she's like, "Hey, I'm at the Hispanic leadership. And one of them mentioned about setting up a table at Orange Theory." And it kind of clicked because at first I immediately told Carmen, "Well, I've tried and they've told me no, that corporate doesn't let them." Then I started thinking, wait, there was an ownership change and the new owners are my clients. So they signed up with me just a couple of months ago. So let me try it. So immediately, which is crazy because I immediately told Carmen no, right? Remember that, Carmen, where I was like, no, I don't think they'll let me. I've asked. And sure enough, I asked Ray. And it's crazy. I start thinking now, like I was doing it so fearful. And I was telling her, I can come on the slowest day. Listen to what I'm saying. I can come on the slowest day. Like, it's okay. I don't want to interrupt y'all. She looked over at me. She goes, no, I want to support you. You pick whatever day. I love these products. And that's when I was like, okay. And sure enough, I picked Saturday. And one, because obviously I wasn't about to ask Carmen to stop what she was doing and join me, during a weekday because that's busy. And also for me, I'm very busy as well. So I chose Saturday, sent her some dates, and it was crazy because Carmen, servant leader to like, she's such a blessing. She calls me and she's like, I want to help you. And I was like, what? Oh my gosh. So it's almost like we figured out together we work better. And what a blessing because it was so busy. People were talking to her, people were talking to me. So the way I did it was I did a hydration station. So go to your gym and it could be, I've seen already F45s, I've seen YMCAs, I've seen Orange Theory. If you do a yoga, just think of like the area where people are going to come in and out and make it. So I reached out to Laura. I kind of pinned her because she had posted, I think a year ago, a basket at Orange Theory because they do transformation challenges, right? And I had asked her, hey, I want to pick your brain at that, setting up a table at Orange Theory. And she said, make it simple, right? Because in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, what do I need to take, right? I need to take everything. I want to know, make it simple. So what Carmen and I decided, we're going to do the pink drink, we're going to do the active, we're going to do the hydrate. And Laura gave me an awesome idea of taking the reset box because she says people love this reset box at the gym. And oh my gosh, yes, they do. They do. One, because it's a nutritional fast, right? You're not starving yourself. And I tell them, I do the reset and come to OTF. I pull back on my weights, right? When I'm on those 3 days, maybe I don't run. Maybe I just walk on the treadmill. Maybe I don't lift 25 pounds. I lift 15 pounds, right? I'm just moving my body. I'm pulling back a little, and I'm upping obviously my water intake and all that. And then amazing Carmen, I'm like literally, she created this good, better, best. Okay, so this QR code. So Carmen, it's free QR code for free.
Free QR code generator. You just Google it literally, and it'll pull up a website, and you can paste any website into that form, and it'll give you a QR code.
Yes. So we had it you gotta like it is all about the prep, right? Before you set up. And so we obviously picked what we wanted to focus in on. And luckily the refresh and replenish combo was like a big hot ticketed item. And so we focused in on that, 2 options. And then we did the detox support system. And then obviously we did the best, which is the big one, all right here. Okay. So we did that. That was really good because it was something that we could talk to people. In fact, they looked at that more so than the catalogs. And then they were just excited about tasting the drinks, immediately, just interacting with me. What the Heather, the lady, she was like, I want to go work out. And when I come back, I want to sign up for this. And I literally was like, oh my God. And sure enough, I mean, just we chatted, I sat down, I, walked her through it, all that. So just, get your cell phone, pull up Plexus, here's my code, just having it all ready to go, knowing and anticipating, right, that you're going to have them pull up their cell phone. Here's Plexus, worldwide, know your code, right? Your ambassador number. That's one thing. I don't have that number memorized. And so I have a picture of it, where those, codes, you share so yeah, the QR codes, I sent share a cart to Carmen. So before she was like, hey, I need you to share the cart and I need you to tell me what it is so that she can do the description of it. And then on this, she just probably snipped the picture of whatever it was and put it on a paper, probably a Word. It looks like a Word document, and then she bordered it. So made it very nice. So we did that. The table, I'm very big on presentation. Carmen's kind of learned that about me. I don't like an empty table. I do for work. I do tabling events for work. So very much levels. I brought fruit. I brought sparkling water, little mini Topo Chicos, ginger beer. I brought different options so that people can see, hey, you can take this with anything. You can drink it with your unsweetened tea and put your active, and you can all that kind of stuff. It's so amazing that people are watching me at OTF and they're like, when are you going to come back? What are you going to bring next? So I'm already thinking about either doing some protein shakes. When they come out, do the little mini, give them a little taste of lean. Lean is my favorite. Make it just lean, do like an almond milk and like a fat-free milk option, and then a water option, and then, go from there. Maybe even the chocolate milk, because it's good, and have them take something with them. But again, I've shared product catalogs with people. My Instagram followers and Facebook followers have increased. I'm at 1,500 on Instagram. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited. I want to get to 2,000 followers because I feel like that's like, okay, a lot of people are seeing me. So I say this to say, think about like-minded. Oh, you're so sweet, Carmen. Like-minded, areas, right? Everyone is wanting to work out. Everyone enjoys, and then thank you so much, Carmen. You're so sweet. Know that they're going to see, the different options of how to see it. But I will tell you, I credit the She Space event, right? We had just been at the She Space event with Melanie and all of them. And that was like where I really got to see, oh, we can make protein balls. And that's another option too, giving them protein balls when they come out of working out. So definitely think about that. There is a yoga place. Yeah, I mean, we are going back hopefully to Mamacita's in a couple of weeks to do another event and stuff. I think these in-person events have been phenomenal. They're really getting the word out. Oh, Carmen, that's me and you. I love that. Like, so blessed to have met you seriously through this. Have someone else with you, because as people were coming up to me talking, Carmen was able to kind of chat with someone. And so Carmen now has a boutique. So Carmen, you want to talk about your boutique? And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, Carmen, you could do this. And she's like, you think I should do it at a boutique? Yes, let's do it now.
Yeah, so I'm still like, I'm super nervous about it, but I'm so glad that I get to partner with Arlene. So if y'all don't know, we are not like level 1 and level 2. I do not benefit off of her sales, but I just love and adore her. Most of our team is in different parts of Houston, but she and I are so blessed that we are literally right down the street from each other. I think it's like a 24-minute drive to her house. So we've had sip and seas where nobody showed up and it's just me and her. And we have so much fun. We like do photo ops together and we make little videos and we just make it a fellowship hour, like we just love it. It's like failing forward. You got to put yourself out there. Like if nobody shows up, nobody shows up, but it's not for nothing. Like we're still having fun. We're still building community. We're sharing tips with each other. We're loving on each other. We're praying over each other. So it's been such a blessing. So at her event, I just wanted to share, it was really cool because I had never been into an Orange Theory Fitness. I go and work out, y'all, but that place like intimidates me. I'm like, that is like for the superstars, the rock stars, the Olympians, whatever you want to call them. Okay. They're amazing. So I was intimidated, but they just made me feel so at home. And so we're right there in the lobby when people were walking in, and we basically had like little, we just mixed up one drink of
Yeah.
each one of the drinks. So I was like, we are not going to fill up a huge jug of, and like waste. I don't want to say waste, but use an entire bag of our, products if we don't know what's going to get consumed. So when people would walk up, we would just say, hey, are you going into your workout? I would love for you to try our electrolyte drink or our clean energy drink. And I would just pour like a tiny little sip in there, and we would talk about the flavor and what it tastes like, and they would ask about the ingredients. And so I would just tell them a little bit about it. And so when they would say, "Oh, this is really good," y'all, we had a woman walk up and she was like smelling it. She was like, this smells like my grandmother's lemon tree. And it was like the most beautiful thing that she connected with this, like with her grandma. It was like an emotional experience, So that was so cool. So that's when I was able to say, I would love for you to talk to my friend Arlene. And I would literally just hand them down the line to her, and they could get into that deeper conversation where they were like, I'm interested in this. And she would say, let me get your number. So that's another thing I wanted to mention is whenever you're doing these events, whether you have it written down like for a raffle or a drawing, get their name and their phone number, because I can tell you when we left that event, I told Arlene, you got like 8 numbers. I don't even know how many people said they're interested. Don't sleep on this.
Yeah.
Don't let a day go by. Don't let a week go by. You need to do your homework and message them today, and answer any questions, get on phone calls, whatever. So we did, like right after the event, we went and ate Mexican food, and when she was sitting there working, we even gave our waitress was like, oh, it's going to be such a long day. I'm so exhausted. And I was like, nudge, nudge. Guess what we have for her? And y'all, she went and drank her active, and she came back and she's like, this is amazing. Like, I need to
Oh,
order this.
yep.
So it's just, for some reason, I don't know what it is when me and Arlene are together. It's like a superpower that we have where we're like, we're going to change the world, y'all. So my best advice to y'all is find an Arlene, find you a Plexus bestie that you love and, enjoy hanging out with. It doesn't have to be your upline. I can tell you that I love Rachel. I'm so grateful for Rachel because she did not give up on me for 2 years, but we don't do events together because she is so busy. So I love that God brought Arlene into my life because we are so like simpaticas. Like
I
when we were in Vegas, y'all, we were like this. Like we literally went and like walked to every single hotel and we took 800 pictures of each other posing and taking
oh,
selfies.
he likes for me to take photos, and I like taking photos. And oh my
It was
God,
like
did we become best friends?
it was the best. Yes, we became best friends because I was like, oh, if my husband and my kids were here, they'd be so annoyed with all the pictures. But Arlene was like, oh, come stand over here. Oh, come stand over here. Let me take your picture over here, y'all. And it was so much fun. But y'all, this is what I feel like this is what Plexus is all about. It's about not just surviving, but thriving and finding your passion and your joy and changing lives and giving God all of the glory for it. So
And
thank you,
Carmen,
Arlene.
well, because I have gotten stuck, right? So actually, Carmen reaching out to the girl, I signed her up, Heather. Well, you know, I have been like, hey, Carmen, Heather just did the reset. Second day, she is struggling. Like, she is texting me going, I don't know if I could do this. Like, we need to cheer her on. I've already given her like all the love. And Carmen's one, message really, she told me, she was like, wow, that I know I can do this now, so it is about that community because I've done a reset by myself and I can't believe I did that by myself, like all quiet, not doing the text, not doing the chats, not doing that was miserable. And so, yeah, it is about, hey, we're here. We're going to support you. If something goes awry, let us know because Karma's the one that taught me about putting something in the drink or the broth or something like that,
Taco
or
seasoning.
yes, taco seasoning. I was like, oh my God, I now can do a reset because I know I can stand this taco seasoning. So needless to say, I know we're at time or close to. Carmen's now going to do a sip and see at a boutique, and I'm going to return the favor. It's all going to be about Carmen. It's all going to be, hey, and I'm super excited for her. And again, I'm about the details. So I'm like, Carmen, what are we going to have on the table? And how's it going to look? And it needs to be all, girly. Do we have levels? And
I know. And I'm like,
boas. We
Arlene,
need boas around the.
yeah, I was like, do we do like wellness shots? Because they're doing like a happy hour at the boutique. So I'm like, do we like do shots of greens? Like, I don't know. Like, come up with something bougie because I am not bougie. But I just want to encourage y'all if you're,
Kenzie's boutique. Yes,
yes,
Christine. Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes. Lindsay Lane, yes. I love her. She's so sweet. And y'all, and I have to tell y'all that I was so scared. And I told Arlene, I was like, I don't want to ask her because what if she says no? And she's like, then she says no. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. And y'all, I asked her and she said yes. And I was like jumping up and down. I was so excited. So, yeah, that's coming up on September the 4th. And so, she's just a local boutique and she does these weekly happy hours just to get people in the door because she is a small business. She's also struggling and this is how she supports her family and so she loves to spotlight local vendors. So we are vendors, so we're just going to go and show up, and you know what, if nobody buys that night, that's fine, but at least we're getting out there. We're letting people know about Plexus, know about our products, people that we might not ever meet in day-to-day life. Like maybe God brings them there that night and it changes their whole life. So I just want to encourage y'all, if y'all are scared like I was, to do it scared. There was a vendor event this past weekend, and y'all, I sent them an email because I was like, oh, how much is a spot? And they're like, sorry, no MLMs. And I was like, womp womp. But you know what? At least I asked them and at least I tried. So there's no harm in that. I just was like, okay, they're lost. So I just want to encourage you, if you see an opportunity, just to ask because it doesn't hurt to ask. And like I said, we did one product, one stick of each one, let them try a little. I was like, I just want you to try a little bit. I don't want to pour them a whole drink. I just
Yeah.
want them to have a taste of it to see if they like the flavor. And then that's whenever we talk to them about the different packages. So hopefully that's helpful for y'all fail forward,
Yep.
get out there. You can do this in your home. You don't
Yep.
have to have, this big, huge space. You can do it at your church.
Yep.
You could, do it at a gym. You can find a local event that's going on, where you have to pay, sometimes $40, $50. But I mean, if it's getting your name out there and you're getting those contacts, people's names and numbers, do a giveaway. Have a little like clear bucket or a basket and say, hey, put your name and your number in this drawing. Or better yet, pull out your phone, send me a Facebook friend invite and show it to me. Show me that you added me as your friend and you're going to go into this drawing to win. Y'all, it can be a $25 gift card. It can be
Yeah.
a Starbucks gift card. It doesn't have to be, your beloved bag of pink drinks, okay? It can be whatever you want it to be. This is your business, so make it fun, make it exciting, and just get out there and try something new.
Also chiropractor places. I have a friend, she pushed me from July or yeah, the end of July to now end of August. And so, if you have a chiropractor friend or someone, offer that, hey, I'd love to set up, they're called hydration stations, just set up a hydration station and, come by and taste it, amazing, products. And, I think it would work well, right? Because weight goes with, your back and it just works. It works. So
I love that because you guys are, and we have a new chiropractor on the team that's gold. He's doing that in his office right now. So kudos to you guys because yes, he's doing gut health talks.
yeah.
They're also doing, I just talked to Dr. Mueller last week. Actually, we did a Zoom talking about going to gold school and all the things in Dallas. So that's coming up, you guys, in October. But we talked about he's setting up like basically daily hydration stations, right? Where people can have samples. But we talked about also that this is more for like in an office. If you have someone on your team that's a chiropractor, which, hey, if you're starting out in a hydration station, go talk to the chiropractor once y'all get really bold, like be confident, right? Because there are chiropractors. He's actually talking to his like a lot of his colleagues about having in their office, and sharing his success with the products and the patients and the results they're having. So it's just kind of that trickle effect, the ripple effect too. But he's having that, the one of those frames, where you can have like the before and after showing. So I had one of my Fast Start Senior Golds, Casey, did that and is a hairstylist. So to give you all some ideas, those are also great for if you already had it set up for an event like that. Even like, and then for your mocktails, one idea I had, do you remember Amy Welch had, and you could get those recipes from her, Carmen, but she had a bunch of mocktail recipes. Those are bougie. Oh, yeah, perfect.
Sorry,
Those.
I meant to post or not post.
Yeah,
Share.
yeah.
So yeah, these
But
were the
those would be perfect for your little bougie boutique. You know what I mean?
For
So
sure.
So
yeah.
where is the, unless Carmen wants to recreate it, but where is the Word document of this?
Oh, you would have to message Amy. She created all of
Okay.
that Canva. It's all Canva.
One Plexus, she can probably
She'll
share.
totally share. She's awesome. That's what I
Yeah.
love about our community. Even like from our leadership excellence, we're all like, hey, this calls tonight. Hey, this is happening. Hey, jump in this chat. I mean, so the community is what I always want you guys to see. It's just beautiful here. Our community,
Agreed.
we're all so helpful and supportive of each other. And it's not fake. I mean, I think we all rise together. That's why our compensation plan is actually designed, which is really nice. I mean, these people are at the top. They're like, I remember when Brianne Coolidge years ago would spend hours and hours creating these events and she would just share it on the Jewel page. I was like, you're amazing, So I love that. Everybody has different gifts. Go ahead,
Oh,
Carmen. What did you say?
yes, yes.
Oh,
That's
yes. Go ahead.
Arlene.
yes. Go ahead, Carmen. It's all you. Or
You know the details.
no, I'm like, go ahead, Carmen, and I'm the one that knows the details. Okay, so on August 25th at Mamacita's, hopefully at 4 p.m. Check-in. We are doing a just like a, I guess, sip and see / opportunity. We have Nuris from corporate, Plexus Latino. We have Juan that spoke at convention, the high energy. He's coming in. And so it's going to be a welcome introduction. Carmen's going to do her testimonial, pleximony. I'm going to do mine. And then we have Mari Carmen Ascari from Fort Worth or Dallas also coming down to speak. And then Raquel is going to speak about the business, about, hey, you know, if I didn't share or whatnot, or imagine what $400 could do, all that. Then we're going to have Nuris introduce herself, talk about what she does. And then Juan is going to close us out with a high energy, kind of like, you know, this is what Plexus has done to me. I've been in other MLMs and I did the same exact thing, and it just seemed so far from getting to the top. And I'm not saying I'm at the top, but man, look at everything that I've done, all by just sharing, having energy and all that. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna have protein bars. I'm doing the protein bars or balls, doing the drinks, and we're gonna be there. So I already sent to Christine the Fort Worth one, and that's what I love about this, Melanie, exactly what you said. You know, the Jules had an event here, and Carmen and I got in the car with her mom, her precious mom, and drove out and had a phenomenal, I'm not gonna lie, I was upset that I didn't share more, because it was totally up. Like, even me sharing with a couple of coworkers, they were like, I'm 5 minutes from there. Why didn't you tell me? I would have totally gone. And I know, I was like embarrassed that I didn't do it. I didn't know, right? It's like the fear of like, I don't know what I'm going to, I don't know. Now I'm like, I'm going to invite everybody. So I sent it to Christine and told her, I said, hey, Plexus Latino is doing an event at Fort Worth. And she's like, is it going to be in English? Yes, it is. We try to do bilingual. You know, we just want, the Hispanic community to know and feel this as well and be exposed to what we have. So super excited, because Christine's like, oh, this looks so cool. And I had remember her telling me that she was a couple of minutes from Fort Worth Stockyards. And they were talking about that area. So I know it's in the area. And immediately I was like, oh, Christine, hey, invite or take or whatnot. So that to me seems so cool that all of Texas is coming together to rally, you know? So yeah. Carmen, did I miss anything?
You're good. No, I'm excited. The Fort Worth event is going to be really fun because they're doing like Zumba. They're doing all kinds of stuff. That's Mari Carmen's thing, is she's like a Zumba instructor. Ours will not have Zumba. Ours will have Mexican food. Um, and the only reason, y'all, that we would do it all in Spanish is if there's someone there that only speaks Spanish and if there's no English. But I don't know people that don't know English. So you should come. So don't hear Hispanic and think Spanish and like, I'm not going to go. Like, we want to invite all the Plexus. We want to invite all the Jewels. We want everyone in the Houston area to come to this. We were trying to put it in the downtown area, so it's more central, but we couldn't find a place. Like, it was just like impossible to find a place that we could afford. So we're going to have it here on Nassau Road 1. That's the plan. We're going to make a graphic once we confirm with the owner, and hopefully get that out in the next 24 hours so that y'all can start inviting. But we would love to see y'all there. If you know people in Houston, send them. We will take care of them.
Do you have the graphic for these events too? Maybe you could share on the team page and we can
we have the Fort Worth one. I think I sent it over to Christine. Carmen, do I just send that over to the We Rise chat and say, hey, there's an event coming up?
Yeah, or even like sometimes if I know, for example, like Shirley's on the call, and what I found is, you know, with these corporate events happening, the 100 events in 100 days or whatever, what I've been doing is going to the map, and as I'm on Zooms with people, I see where they're located. And Shirley, I'm so excited. Shirley and Krista, Shirley's my level 2, are going to Krista Deary's event in North Carolina, and I already messaged Morgan and Krista, and I was like, hey, they're coming. My people are coming to your event. I'm so excited for them to see the community. And she's, you know, North Carolina. So use that map too to plug people in. This is exactly how I built in the beginning of my business. I'm really excited. There's a lot more events happening again. And we used to do this on the Jewel page. Hey, if you have anybody in Ohio, invite them to my event. It's Saturday, it's 10 a.m., right? Or for example, I have a new level 2 that just signed in New Braunfels. Emily Roberts has an event coming up end of August. So pay attention to that map and when things are. Ooh, Crystal, you could come to that one. I'm not sure how far you are from New Braunfels? Anyway, there's a lot of events and we just have to kind of like pay attention where people are located. So find out, like pay attention where your people are, look at that map, look at the date, and you can plug them into those events. Or get with me and I can get with the Jewel too. So stuff like that. I'm happy to help coordinate. Because everybody's super open to that kind of stuff.
I don't know if you have anything to raffle off. I know Nuris was telling me about sending me drinks that we're gonna, you know, obviously taste test, and I'm making those protein balls. So she's sending me that, and we're gonna recreate these little sheets and stuff. But as far as I don't know. I don't know if you have any swag or anything like that. I don't know if you have anything.
I'll look at my stash. I usually try to have some things handy. Yeah.
Okay.
So for sure. Well, I'm excited. I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Carmen, you want to stop recording and then we'll just close out with some questions?
Yep. All right. I'm going to stop the recording.